back, guys, to the Orlando Huskies franchise. It's part two of the offseason. Had a really good free agency, in my opinion, up to an 81 overall. Now we're headed into the draft. We did trade a couple of players, so number one overall pick shouldn't really be a shock to anybody. Just a matter of who we want to take between Vigil, Noel, and Landry. Landry with a pursuit, a tackle. It's pretty slow for an edge rusher. His zone's nothing crazy. Looks like he's decent in man, not really a pass rusher. And Vigil, a finesse move, a block shed, pretty fast. Vigil might be the pick here, as we'll look at Noel really quick. He's the fastest right end. A awareness, a play rec, a block power move, or could be a power move. A finesse move, C block shedding. I think we're gonna go with Vigil Hatcher for the number one overall pick here. Hidden development, 83 overall. And he's going to fit that role. Carrington left. I think he's going to do it nicely. He'll be a day one starter. So we do have another first round pick in this round. I'm going to advance to it. Make our selection. See who's left on our board from favorites. See Landry. Landry is not up there. Gotta go from unfavorites. Gonna probably look at left outside linebacker, but there's not a ton. Could go with someone from the right side and move him to left. A zone from Darrell White. Didn't really look at him too much. He's pretty fast. A zone, C hit power, A pursuit, B man. We're gonna go Darrell White here. 88 speed, hidden development. Looks like he's an athlete, to say the least, from that outside position. Gonna move him over to left outside linebacker. We'll sim to the second round now. And I think it might be a little too early to take some of our favorites, as those are just later guys for later on in the draft. As really trying to ensure some of the defensive line here. You might wait a little bit on those. Could go with a guard, but the guards aren't too good. This tackle is also a possibility. Could also look at middle linebacker, but nothing real crazy. I think a DT is going to be the move here. Between Sims and Stovall. A impact blocking. A play rec. B finesse move. Looks solid. It looks kind of more like a mid-round, second-round pick. A play rec, B power move, A pursuit. His block shed might be a little low, but Larry Sims seems pretty good. And we're going to snag him up here. 93 strength for a defensive tackle is really good. Only normal development, though. He has a couple veterans ahead of him with Pat McLandon. As we'll sim to the third round pick now. As we'll look here, see if like anybody from our board. We could go a guard here. Possibly even a center. As Dom Huff looks pretty good. He's Pretty fast, really strong. I think Dom Huff is the move here. He's a hidden development center, 91 strength. His stats looked pretty good. And we did re-sign Randy Norton, had Wyatt Decker as well, but can never have too much depth at the offensive line position. And I think this would be a good time to take a running back, as we were looking for running backs. Sutherland could be a solid one. He's the fastest running back in the draft class. He looks pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, but that speed is really, really intriguing. I think we're gonna take him due to his speed. Only 91 speed. He is hidden though. We're kind of looking for that game-changing running back. Steven Sutherland, only 91 speed, but hidden development. As we'll get our 4th round pick now. Here. See what we could do. I don't want to take all offensive linemen. I know that's kind of boring for you guys, but the offensive line is probably our biggest weakness right now. Could go with a receiver, as these receivers look pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Ty Edmonds looks like he's the best out of all of them. Decently fast. Poor catching. We're not gonna take him due to his speed. Don't want to make that same mistakes. Maybe a middle linebacker here. B zone's pretty good. Or Von Ford. He's the fastest middle linebacker. B blockhead, C man, B zone, C pursue. If he's a prospect, we have a couple guys ahead of him already. Could take him. 88 speed at middle linebacker is really good out of Georgia. Some to the 5th round now. Only a couple more picks in this draft. I think it's time to take a tackle. Think we're gonna go with Greg Howard over Paul Holiday. He does look like the more complete tackle. Not the strongest, but his stats are better, in my opinion. Only 81 strength. He could be a practice squad player this season, come up next year. Hopefully Jonathan Jones can develop. We're really banking on him. No more favorites, so it's just gonna kind of be like random picks here, and you can never have too many corners, so might as well take a corner here. Didn't really scout a ton. Looking for someone with size. Donovan Jones, not the biggest, but he does fit our scheme. He is pretty fast. Stats aren't the worst. Play rec's pretty bad, but 6th round pick. Might as well take a chance on him. 89 speeds, 5'11". Nothing terrible there. From Donovan. Or Devin. Might be Devin. Devin Jones. We have a couple more picks here in the 7th round. And tight end. Nothing really crazy. Could go with a guard. We'll just go Colvin. Alex Colvin. Go with him. Get a backup. Maybe he's good. Maybe he's not. It's a 7th round pick. He most likely won't make our roster anyways, being a 7th round pick. And we'll go never mind. These free safeties are pretty bad. Um, take another running back, I guess. Never could go wrong with another running back. Receiving back. Um, we'll go Ross here. 85 speed. Yeesh. He will not be making our roster, I could tell you that much. Um, we're gonna look at some of the offers. Could get a 6th round next year, maybe. Yep, six. Well, that's 2 years. We'll go with the Texans offer. Had no one else on our board, nothing really crazy at the positions we needed. And we're just gonna sim to the end of the draft here. As our draft class was alright, nothing crazy. We're gonna hit the draft recap here. And Vigil Hatcher, 80 or 77 overall. And then Darrell White, 74. Larry Sims, 73. Dom Huff, 72. Vaughn Ford, 72. Looks like a pretty solid class. 67 for Steven Sutherland. 66 for Greg Howard, not bad. 66 for Devin Jones. 64 for Alex Culver, and 62 for Ross. Not a bad draft class, honestly. Kind of balanced all around. Gonna sim to the preseason here. Just gonna go over the depth chart really quickly, and then we're gonna head into all three of the preseasons games. That's Sutherland, Barnes. Excited to see all those guys. Mike Haywood really regressed. Sucks to see that too. In my opinion, the cuts are gonna be kind of easy. Don't think we drafted any other left tackles. Left guard, I believe we got one more. Yep. Colin Tiller from last year. And then Angelo Ford. But we also drafted Dom Huff. And then right guard. Only have the two right guards on the roster. Could see some position changes on the offensive line with guards, centers, everything like that. And then we did draft a right tackle in George Howard, or Greg Howard. Left end, a Vigil Hatcher. Backup. I don't think it's going to be Culver. He'll probably be the third string. Backup will probably be Courtney Canson. And then we'll throw Culver as the third. CJ will be the backup. And then pretty much it for that position right there. And D tackle is really becoming a loaded position now. Look at all these studs we got. And we are gonna most likely see. I want to see a lot of Pat McLandon in the preseason, and Larry Sims. So we've seen a lot of Willie and Grimes already. They don't really need to play in the preseason. We're gonna go out there and why are my linebackers backwards? What is this, EA? Gotta make a quick change to Darrell White. Move him to left outside linebacker. Hidden rookie. Excited to have him on the roster. He's more of a pass coverage guy, and we don't really have a lot of those. As these two will probably see a lot of time. Probably split a lot of playing time. as we're looking to fill that void from trading Wiggins. Trading Wiggins was the right move in my opinion. Needed just a fresh scenery at left outside linebacker. Rosenberg has really been a solid player for us at that position, just more of a special teams guy than anything. And I think we're going to start the rookie. And middle linebacker, we have Von Ford. Don't think we need to see a ton of Johnson either. I want to see these three guys more than anything. I know Trey Gordon's kind of older, but and then right outside linebacker is Caden. Then got McCutcheon. And then you have Garrett, but pretty sure he was on the practice squad last year. Corners will stay the same. Well, actually, forgot we traded for one. Bryson Connor moves out of that spot, and we got. Do we go Donovan or Devin Jones? We probably will. Over Bryson Connor has 93 speed. We'll probably go Bryson Connor. All the corners will play. Free safeties gonna remain the same. Justin Kelly will go at the third string, and strong safety will remain the same. Now going over all this stuff real quickly. Slot receiver will remain Hunter. Backing him up will be Connor Kelly. Rush left end be Caden. Rush right end CJ. And then probably have Travis backing up CJ there. Probably Canton there, as we're gonna see Vigil play inside with most likely Grimes there. Sub linebacker Tavon Johnson will be the one, and then Miles McMillan 2. And then that third spot's really up for grabs, as kind of like the rookie. Where is he at? Darrell White. Kind of like him, slot corner. Could be him, but most likely will be Gage. Raphael Goody. But we're just gonna, no, that took a little bit, but we're gonna hop into the preseason. Only gonna play the moments. Nothing crazy. Play some of the moments, see how the players play. As we're an 81 overall to begin this year. And highest overall we've been, and this is a year we believe we could truly compete. We're excited for that too. It's a big third down. Got to make a stop here. Third and 5 from the 37 bunch for Washington. That was really good coverage by McMillan. And the whole secondary, really. It's going to come up short there. Looks like they're going to go for it, though. As McLandon is a superstar. Didn't know that. Must have been out of the draft to make it Landon with a great play, and then Justin Martinez shoots the gap. This is why I wanted to see more of him. We might have found a gem in the draft last year and didn't even know it. And we're in the red zone already. 3rd and 3. The offense looks like it's moving well. 3rd and 3 now. Josh tries to check it down, but incomplete on the play. Probably settle for 3 here. Sammy Lee coming out on the field. As the offense moved pretty well right there. Stalled at the end. Offense moving once again. Excited to see this. Tyreek Gibbons in the game now. Looks like a bunch of the backups are also in. Tyreek sacked on third down by Reddick. Had the tight end Eric Franklin coming open. It's now going to be a third down for the defense. See if they could get a stop here. 3rd and 6 from the 50. And Willian, the pressure gets to him. Sacked on third down. Great way to get off the field. And the defense looks like it's really is a different unit after those last 3 games of the season. It's really looking like the defense wasn't a fluke. It's Connor Kelly with a nice catch. Nice throw by Givens as well. This is probably one of the touchdown. The next play. This is one of the only times heading into this season I can confidently say that the quarterback position is probably not up for grabs. It's a 1st and 10 here during the 2-minute warning. Givens able to get 1 on the play. Should have took off a lot sooner. Gonna be 2nd and 9 now from the 48. Got Gibson, Kelly, Franklin. Good catch by Connor Kelly for a gain of 9. 3rd and 1 now. As Givens to Gibson. Good throw by Tyree Givens over the middle of the field, and too early to kick the field goal in my opinion. Now you got Danny Barnes in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 24 now. Givens to Connor Kelly. Touchdown Huskies. The defense is playing really well in preseason. The offense is finally giving them something. 3rd and 8 now. Same receivers, same offense looks like to be on the field. Play action pass. Nice throw by Tyree Givens under pressure. An incompletion though, dropped by, I believe his name was McLandon. Sammy Alik gonna kick the field goal here. Huskies are up 20-0 in preseason. And I hope we could do this in the regular season. The defense still holding them to 0. 3rd and 5 here for the Huskies offense. And Givens is sacked by Reddick for the 3rd time this game. Looks like he's having a monster game on that left guard. It's going to be a 4th and goal from the 9. And I don't know why CJ Hunter's in the game, but he is. Same with Caden, and some of our starters are still out there. Don't like to see that, but incompletion on 4th down. 3rd down for the offense here. Get this 1st down, the game's over. 3rd and 3. Hands the ball off to Danny Barnes, and Danny is stuffed. Only after a gain of 1. They're going to go for it on this 4th down here. Trying to end this game right here, right now. 4th and 2 from the 44. Eric Franklin wide open, 1st down, and Franklin looking to have a really nice preseason after he had a huge one last season. 3rd and 4 now. Looks like Washington has some of the starters out on the field still. Danny Barnes takes that one. Huge run down to the 20-yard line, and Huskies are going to be able to knee the ball out now, as the game is unfortunately not going to let us. This one handed off to Sweet. 7-yard pickup for Sweet. And that one will do it for week 1 of the preseason. Not going to look at the stats yet. We're going to look at them all in total at the end of the preseason. But 20-0 win for the Huskies, and hope to see a lot of that this season. The fans are dying for a win, and so are we. Really, team is really getting sick and tired of losing, and we are too good to be losing. We're going to sim to week 2 of the preseason. And we're taking on the Eagles. Go right in the moment, skip the training. Hope to see a little bit more of the backups than what we saw last week. Don't like that Tyree Givens was really the only quarterback given time. Even though it's not a quarterback battle, but like to see some of the backups and just for fun. First and goal from the 8 for the Eagles. Drove down the field pretty easily. And Justin Martinez punches that ball loose. CJ held him up, and it's a Huskies recovery. Great job by the defense to force a big turnover. They're going to have us play the first drive on offense. Josh and the offense out here. Jason Blacklock, glad to see him back out on the field. Josh just going to take off here. Picks up 3 on the game. Second and 7 from the 12 now. Danny Barnes in the backfield. Still looking for another back to pair with Drew Stevens. Barnes able to pick up 6 on the play. Really haven't found that second running back yet, and hopefully we found one this season, or Barnes steps up or something. But Hunter on third down, wide open, hangs onto it. 4-yard pickup. First pass of the game for Josh. Right on the money. First and 10 from the 21 now. 2 receivers to the left. Play action pass. Josh hits Jamal Lacey, hangs onto it. Tough catch for 7 yards. We're going to take a little bit more shots downfield in preseason. Just test out our weapons. Second and 3 now from the 29. Play action pass. As Hunter looks to have a step deep, and Josh just overthrew him by a tad bit. Looked like a perfect throw, but just about a couple yards, maybe a yard overthrown. Third and 3 now. Handed off to Drew Stevens, and he's stuffed by Fulton only after a gain of 1. Huskies going to have to punt now. Eagles and Huskies played last year, and Huskies blew a 17-point lead midway through the third. Good coverage on the punt return. See if this defense can hold them here. And they do, and the offense is in the red zone pretty easily. It's first and goal. Eagles have 3 turnovers in this first half. Josh just going to step up, take off, and Josh is fighting into the end zone. Wow, what a run by Josh right there. Getting into the end zone, pushing through everybody. Now it's a third down, 3rd and 5. Third and 5 for the Eagles here. Grimes getting some pressure. I can't believe he held on to that way. Dylan in perfect coverage, and then Shane coming in, hitting him hard. A little bit shocked that the starters are still out there. First and goal from the 5. Too easy for the Eagles. Nobody shedded favors into the end zone easily. 2-minute drill for the offense here. Josh and the ones are still out here, probably playing the whole half then. First and 10 from the 25. As Josh just kind of throws one up for Jason Blacklock. Swatted away. Eagles did miss the extra point, it looks like. Gonna be a 2nd and 10 from the 25 now. Bunch to the right for Josh. Josh hits Jason Blacklock underneath. Good pitch and catch right there for 15 yards. Happy to have Jason back. Missed him last year a lot. 1st and 10 from the 40. Play action pass. As Josh hits Hunter wide open across the middle. Hunter down to the 31. First and 10 from the 31 now. Huskies looking to score. And that was a good ball by Josh to Jason. Incomplete on the play though. He's really trying to get Jason the ball on this drive. 2nd and 10 from the 31. As Josh tried to step up in the pocket and is sacked on 2nd down. It'll be a 3rd and 13. Some of the backup receivers in. Looks like Jason's out. As Hunter's wide open on that route. What a route by Hunter. Pressed off the line. Didn't really get a good release, but great job to force some separation. And Josh is taking off now. Down to the 4-yard line. Timeout, Huskies. Josh's legs really coming in the handy right now. 1st and 10 from the 4. And Josh just overthrew Hunter on that one. Might have another shot to the end zone here. Second and goal from the 4. Just tried to throw up a fade to Jason. Unable to get the ball to him. Luckily, there is a 2nd left. Huskies will end the half with points. Going to be a 10-6 ball game heading in the half. Should see some of the backups now. 3rd down for the defense. Third and 3. Huskies send a blitz here. And somehow that ball wasn't swatted down. Great concentration by the tight end. And the Eagles have worked their way into the red zone now. Excited to see some of these names out here, like Javon Young. A good coverage downfield. Don't know who 51 was. Oh, it's McLean. The new trade acquisition that we got in a package for I believe Carrington. That one, McLean, out of position a little bit. 1st down for Mitchell. First and goal from the 8 now. Eagles in an empty set. Quarterback taken off, and Justin Martinez and McMillan there. Only able to pick up 3. Come out in a goal line now. 2nd and goal from the 5 in a goal line set. And coming down to make the tackle is Justin Martinez. Excited to have him on this team still. 3rd and goal from the 2. It's a read option now. Quarterback Justin Martinez lays him out. Great job by Justin on that drive with a couple of big tackles to end the drive. It's going to be a field goal attempt for the Eagles here. It's right down the middle. It's a 10-9 ball game. See if the Huskies offense and Tyree Givens can put up some points here as they easily go down the field and score and do it again. 3rd and 5 now. 4th and 5, I should say, for the Eagles. Game's pretty much on the line here. Has some pressure, but Goody gets beat. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not positive. And a touchdown for the Eagles. 1st and 10 now from the 20 for the Huskies. Huskies offense looks like it's been moving pretty easily. Hand the ball off to Danny Barnes, and Danny's tackled only after a gain of 3. Danny only has 4 carries, so I wonder who's been getting most of the workload. 2nd and 7 from the 43. Play action pass here, and Tyree Givens has McLean in the receiver this time. Huge pitch and catch down to the 26-yard line, and Tyree Givens is balling out this preseason. 2-minute warning for the Huskies. Looking to end this game very quickly. Must be Jabari Sweat that has most of the carries. 1st and 10 from the 26. It is a handoff to Jabari Sweat, or Sweet. Only picks up 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 now. Another handoff to Sweet. Another timeout for the Eagles. It's a 3rd and 7 now. Bunch to the right for the Huskies. They pitch and catch to Danny Barnes. Picks up the 1st down, and that one's going to do it. We're going to give a couple more hands-offs to Jabari. Just really take a look at him and this offensive line, and picks up 5 on that one, and he only has 6 carries, and 3 of them came on this drive. 2nd and 5 now from the 9. Another handoff for Sweet. Only picks up 2 right there. Must have been the passing game that's really taking advantage of this Eagles defense. 3rd and 3. Now going to be a carry for Danny Barnes. Danny broke 1. And they're just going to run this ball. Hopefully able to pick up the 1st down here. On 4th and inches. And Sweet picks it up. That will close this one out. And the Huskies are 2-0 in preseason. And Tyree Givens is absolutely balling out. Unfortunate that he had that injury last year. But in preseason so far, he's been lights out. And if Josh were to go down, I don't think the offense would really miss a beat. As we're going to head into week 3 of preseason, and then we have we got to make some big decisions with some of the cuts and practice squads. As we hope the Huskies could play like this during the entire season. So we're going to be headed to Seattle this time. Offense already on the field. Good stop by the defense. And Josh and the offense out there. Seahawks are looking like they sending a blitz here. 1st and 10 from the 20. They do send a blitz. Josh tried to throw this one deep. As that's what we're really waiting for from this offense. Just got to be able to take some shots downfield and actually connect on them. They hand the ball off to Drew Stevens. Stevens fights his way for a gain of 6. Third and 4 now. Empty set. Josh just going to take off on this one. Slide down. Gain 6 on the play. Going to be a 1st and 10 from the 32. Empty set here for the Huskies. As Josh is hit as he threw it, and That might be one of the weirdest interceptions I've seen. He had Hunter wide open, hit as he threw it, and the spy picked him off. What a weird sequence that one was. But now it's a 3rd and 5 from the 28 defense. Hatcher got in there pretty quickly, but the secondary downfield didn't really hold up. Now the defense is in the red zone, has to hold them here. 1st and 10 from the 17. 2 running backs in the backfield. That's Hatcher coming in screaming. Broken sack on the play, and then he delivers a dime. They're saying he wasn't in. Kramer with an absolute laser. They are going to challenge it, and I think it should be a touchdown. And it is overturned. Touchdown Seahawks. What a play by the quarterback. Kramer with an absolute dime after the broken sack. Shane runs into the kicker. I guess we're doing that again. Huskies are looking to go undefeated here in the preseason for the first time in franchise history. The offense stalled out right there, but 3rd and 2 now from the 36. Might be 4 down territory here regardless. They're going to hand it off to Drew Stevens. Stevens able to pick it up. 1st and 10 from the 32 now. See if the offense could score. It's another big 3rd down. 3rd and 3 from the 25 now. Offense. Nothing was open. Josh takes a sack with the spy up. Huskies are going to have to settle for 3 here. Sammy Leak. His only miss outside of 55+ yard field goals has been in the preseason. And the defense looks like they're struggling a little bit right now. As it's a 1st and 10 from the 14. Kramer switching the play at the line here. As Shane is beat pretty bad on that one by Haynes. Never really had a chance. Shane just kind of let him right by him. 1st and 10 from the 40 now. Offense is really stalling out against the Seahawks team. As Josh checks it down to Kylo, hangs onto it. Able to pick up a good chunk on the play. Seems like the offensive line really isn't playing all too well, and hopefully that's not an issue again for this team, as we really have addressed it the past couple of seasons and they're just not performing. 1st and 10 from the 43 now. Josh downfield to Hunter, and he's laid out. Luckily for us, Hunter isn't hurt, as he was hit extremely hard. 2nd and 10 now from the 43. Seahawks send a blitz here. Josh on the run, hits Hunter, breaks 1 tackle. Fighting for more, able to get down to the 28-yard line. Hunter looks a little bit faster. Excited to see that. 1st and 10 from the 28 now. Empty set for the Huskies. Josh under pressure once again, and this time they only sent 3. And this is really starting to get worrisome because this is preseason. 2nd and 10 now from the 28. Josh going downfield to Damian Harrison. Down to the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 with 20 seconds left. See if Drew Stevens can punch this one into the end zone here. And he's able to, untouched. Touchdown Huskies. Great drive to answer the Seahawks right there. Huskies offense 3rd down here. Looked like they were dropping pretty easily. 3rd and 8. The ones are still out on the field. As Josh just throws one deep to Damian. incomplete on the play. Just tried to take a shot downfield. Nothing was open. As they want us to kick a field goal here, but that's boring. It's preseason. We're gonna go for it. 4th and 8 here. Trips the left for Josh. A play action pass here. And he had Kylo with a couple of steps and just missed him. It's unfortunately going to be a turnover on downs. Defense looks like it's playing pretty well. Gonna have to try and get him off the field here. As Grimes and Caden got some pressure on that play. Gonna be a 4th and 9 now. Defense gets him off the field. Forces a punt. See if the offense could score. And don't know what happened there, but the Seahawks scored somehow. Now it's a 4th and 13. Tyree Givens out on the field with some of the backups. Nothing's open. He's just going to throw one deep here. And McLandon drops it. What a throw by Tyree Givens on the run. McLandon just absolutely sold the highlight reel right there. Going to be a 1st and 10 now from the 11 for the Seahawks. They run it on 1st down, pick a 5. I can't believe McLandon just would drop a ball that easily and that perfectly placed. 2nd and 5 from the 7-yard line now. Huskies sent to blitz, and the safety, I believe that's Jerry Patrick, took an awful route to it, allowed the touchdown. Offense drove down the field pretty easily though. Gonna be a 2nd and 5 from the 16-yard line. Empty set here. There's a great throw by Givens right there. Just receiver unable to get his feet in. 3rd and 5 from the 16 now. Barnes in the backfield here. Trips to the left. Givens just going to take off, and he's able to get the 1st down. As this one's pretty much over. Huskies are going to lose. But 1st and goal from the 9. I'd like to end it on a touchdown. Great throw and catch on the play. Gibson with a tough catch right there. 2nd and goal from the 2 now. And Sweet gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Huskies late in the 4th quarter of this one. They want us to go for an onside kick and see if we could get it. Maybe. And we do not. I think they might have us play to get a stop. They don't. Seahawks easily score anyways. They get 3. They were already in field goal range. Down 14 points here. And believe tried to throw that there and just went too far up the field. 2nd and 3 now from the 32. And they're going to have to take a deep shot here. Nothing's open deep though. Gibson drops that one. Good throw by Givens under pressure. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 now. The Seahawks are pressing. This would be the time to take the deep shot. As Givens throws one up, McLandon beats his man, and it's a touchdown Huskies. This game's not over. They want the Huskies to go with another onside kick here. They easily get that one as well. 2 timeouts. The Huskies could keep them out of field goal range. They would be able to get a stop or get the ball back. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Have multiple running backs on the field, and that one is going to end this game as they're in field goal range now. Canton shedded really well on that one. Just unable to get to the running back. 1st and 10 now from the 22. And the running back Redmond falls forward for another 1st down. Seahawks could basically knee this one out. Huskies fought late. Not good enough in this one though, as it was kind of the ones that played bad. Once the backups came in, they played a lot better, and defense did not play well right there. Easily scoring is Redmond and the Seahawks. They're going to have this Tyree Gibbons throw a couple of deep shots here. 1st and 10 from the 24. As Barnes can't catch, apparently. That hit him right in the face. It wasn't meant for him, but still should have the awareness to catch it. 2nd and 10 now. Last play of the game here. Just going to throw one deep. Whatever happens, happens. As McLandon looks like he burnt his man once again. He did, and hangs on to it. McLandon might have just done enough to make the roster. As the Seahawks win by 14 in that one. Huskies go 31 or 2-1 in the preseason. But we'll check out some preseason stats here. See who really played well. As Tyree Gibbons looks like he balled out. 615 yards, 29 of 40, 5 touchdowns, no picks, 154.1 passer rating. Josh looked like he struggled a bit. Not a ton of playing time, but Tyree Gibbons, oh my. Stevens looks pretty nice, and Jabari Sweat got a lot of carries as well. Looks like he's the better of the two between him and Barnes. Josh and Gibbons, couple of carries. Josh had a rushing touchdown, receiving yards. Andrew McLandon, 9 catches, 276 yards, 2 touchdowns. Connor Kelly had 2 touchdowns as well. Brandon Gibson looked pretty well. And that's pretty much it for the team. No one noticeable didn't have a catch. All the noticeable players had a catch. See, check out the offensive line. 3 sacks given up by Jaleel Dunlap, and I don't know, man. Thought he was going to be a big difference, but doesn't look like it. Justin Martinez, 17 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. And Goody with 14 tackles. Stanton with 12 tackles for loss. Justin Martinez with 2. CJ Hunter with 2. Larry Sims with 2. Von Ford with 2. 1 for Hatcher, Willie, Canton, and Colvin. 3.5 sacks for Travis McClain. Oh my God. A tackle or a sack for Willie, half a sack for Good, and a pick for Stan, and he's a stud, man. Deflection for Stan, Good, CJ, Caden, and Tavon Johnson. Forced fumble for Dylan and Justin Martinez. We did pick up both of those. Looks like the team is doing a lot better, but now here comes the hard part. That's gonna be the cuts. Who makes the roster? Who makes the practice squad? As quarterback, Rashad Gay. The experiment was nice, but it's time to get rid of you. He'll be the first cut, as I didn't look at how many we had to cut. We got to cut 20 more players now. 10 will most likely make the practice squad. 10 will be cut. It's Torrey Gates. Can't put him back on the practice squad. He's the worst quarterback on the roster. Torrey Gates will be released. Running backs. I think Ross is going to get cut. I don't really want to move Steven Sutherland to the practice squad, so we'll leave him out there for now. And I hate to do this, but Mike Haywood will be released. It's tough. He's been on the team for a while, but he just really isn't good enough. As I believe Andrew McClendon has done enough to remain on this 52-man roster. As Levy, unfortunately, can't bring him back on the practice squad, so gonna have to cut him. Tight end, Rashad Van Bern, also gonna be another cut, as have just too many guys ahead of him. Left tackle, no one. Tiller, if he could go on the practice squad, he will. That'll be the first practice squad addition. And this is going to be the interesting part now. Because Angelo Ford will hit the practice squad. Obviously, Dom Huff is going to stay on the roster. But can we move him to a guard and maybe develop him behind Spence, who signed, what was Spence's? It might have been a 2-year deal. It's only a 1-year deal. So that might be able to help us in the long run. Dom Huff is hidden. Well, maybe we move him to left guard. He goes up in overall. He's above Corey Foster now. And Corey Foster, I think that was the preseason stats. He's on a contract a year. Corey Foster could be a cut if we don't find anybody else. Glenn Elliott would like him to hit the practice squad again, as we're going to keep 3 on the roster this time. As left end, right end don't have enough to give up. And I don't believe this might be the end for Barry Wilcox on the Huskies. Was a stud in season 1. Moses Mitchell might be the same, might be another cut. He could go to the practice squad, so we'll keep him on the practice squad. As Staley might have to go back to left end. As Travis McCain, I didn't even know he was a pass rusher. He might not be. He isn't, but played really well right there. 3.5 sacks. It's definitely something to mention. And Garrett will be headed to the practice squad, as we're probably going to move Trey Gordon to right outside linebacker, just to balance out the linebacking core a little bit. 75 overall. We'll back up Caden. His corner. Devin Jones. Kind of want to keep him around. Devontae Cunningham. Free safety. Justin Kelly, can he hit the practice squad? He got a +2 speed. I don't think I've ever seen that before. He can go to the practice squad regardless of the +2 speed. And you have to cut 8 more players. 8 players. Sutherland just too good to get rid of. Receiver McLandon might have to go, unfortunately. He balled out in preseason, but can he? He will go on the practice squad. He balled out that last game, but if someone gets hurt, he'll be the first one called up. And I think Corey Foster, he's just not good enough to cut it. He will be a cut. So now we have 6 more players we have to get rid of, and Alex Colvin, he'll be moved to the practice squad, and I think we'll move Case Daly back to left end. As our left end plays more of a inside position anyways. I think someone's gonna have to go at corner, and this really sucks. Devin Jones will probably hit the practice squad. And now we have 4 players still that cut. Man, this is tough. Really getting down to the nitty gritty. And McCutcheon will go to the practice squad. I think it is time to cut Bryson Connor. He was a good experiment, helped the team out a lot. Now we got 2 players. And this might shock you guys, as he was somewhat of a decent role in our offense last year, as maybe Greg Howard. He's only a 66 overall. He'll move to the practice squad as well. This might shock you guys, but Danny Barnes, I think his time has come on the Orlando Huskies. We'll give him, look at his stats one last time. He wasn't really anything special first 2 seasons in the receiving game either. Expected a little bit more out of him, but if he could go to the practice squad, he will. He can. Danny Barnes headed to the practice squad. Steven Sutherland has made the main roster over him, as we'll advance to week 1 of the season. And that's pretty much it for the offseason part 2. We could go over our schedule for this upcoming season. As you see, week 1, play the Raiders, then the Chiefs, Texans, Seahawks, Cardinals, Dolphins, Chiefs, Bucks, Titans, Broncos, Browns, Broncos, Niners, Raiders, Colts, Jags, and the Rams. A couple of new teams in there that we haven't played at all in this franchise. Excited to see that. And we believe the Huskies are on the rise this season. Hope you guys are excited for season 4. See y'all then. Peace.